So, today I'm going to be doing an everyday makeup routine. I don't know if I've already done one of these on my channel. I don't think I have. I think I did what's in my everyday makeup bag. But that was a little, well, that was quite recently. But I've changed what I use every day over the past few weeks. And so now I've gotten into like a consistent schedule, even though some things do change. Every day, sometimes I use a different concealer, sometimes I use a different bronzer, you know. But this is my attempt at a background. I know it's terrible, but I don't know. So just kind of ignore that. I taped it up. I tried. Okay, I tried. But yeah. So all these products I use every single day. And I'm just gonna strictly stick to what I do every day, and then when I do like optional things that I don't do every single day, I'll tell you. So I always start off with either brows or concealer, but most days I start off with concealer, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I use a bunch of different concealers. Concealer is the main thing that I kind of switch back and forth on. So I have 4 different concealers, but I use these 2 mostly. So the first thing I go in with is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in light medium, and I just do like a little triangle. And next I take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the color Light Neutral, and I just put that over top of it, just like a little bit like that. Then I put a bit on my nose, and if I have any pimples, I sometimes cover them up. Usually I don't, just so that they can sort of heal. But yeah, sometimes I'll cover them up. And then I take a beauty blender. I know it's really dirty, but it was the nude one, so it's not as dirty as it may look. It's the nude beauty blender, but so I usually just use that dry because, because I find sometimes I waste product when I'm using, using it wet, so I'm using it dry. And then I just put that on my eyelids as well. And then I set that with the mini Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in translucent sorry. And so I just take that, kind of set everywhere with it, and I do find that this works better with my beauty blender when it's dry, so that's another plus to using it in my beauty blender dry. So then I just let this sit while I do some of the rest of my face. So I'm gonna go in with brows. Basically what I do with my brows is just comb them out, do a line underneath, a line on top, and then fill it in. And then I take this product. I actually usually do this before that, so I forgot, but I put a line underneath just to make my brow more defined. The reason I did this before is because the product gets in my eyebrow hairs, so it kind of looks a bit weird, but yeah. Then I take this brush, which is super dirty, but then I just blend it out, or I do it with my finger, but this brush is just perfect. I don't know what brand it's by, but it's just one of those like kind of copy-offs of the Artiste brushes, but it's pretty good, I find. It's not like terrible. So one thing that I also do before I set my concealer is I sometimes put BB cream on, but I don't do that every single day, just the days where I'm having more problem with my skin. But yeah, so I do that sometimes, but I'm going to skip that for today just because I'm sticking to like what I do every single time. So I'm going to get started on my face products. The first thing I use is the Tarte Amazonian Clay bronzer, and sometimes I switch between this one and then this like bronzer book by Physicians Formula. I call it the bronzer book because it opens up like a book, but it's really called the Bronzer Booster. This is in Park Eye Princess, and this is just the Amazonian Clay bronzer. I just use this brush with it. It's by Eco Tools. because it's just big and fluffy, and I like sort of the natural look with my bronzer, so I don't like it to be too, like, I like my face to be defined, but I don't like it to be carved, you know? So that's, and I want to look, you know, sun-kissed, because it's starting to get to the time of year where there's, like, no sun at all, so I just, like, kind of like doing this just so that I have something. Next, on to blush. I switch between a few different blushes, but I usually use this NARS one. There's a MAC one I use and a Too Faced one I use. The Too Faced one is here, but I don't have the MAC one with me right now. But recently I've been using this one. So I use this Sephora brush in 50. It's the Pro Flawless Light Powder Brush, but I use it for blush because I just like it for blush. But yeah, so this just kind of gives me life. I really like doing my face. I don't know why. Next, with this e.l.f. brush, it's the e.l.f. blush brush. I'm just going to swipe away all my baking powder. And then we're going to move on to highlight. So, for highlight, I use 3 different highlighters, which is a lot, but I like my highlight being on fleek. So I use these 3 highlighters, Jaclyn Hill, Becca Champagne Pop, this e.l.f. one in Baked one in Moonlight Pearls, and then this Benefit one. And then I use this brush to like apply it, and then this Luxie brush to like blend it out. I used to just use this, but I found it wasn't intense enough, so now I just use this one. So I'm first going in with this, just going to apply it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this light. No, I don't think you'll be able to. But yeah. Next, going in with this one. This is this is the Becca one, and just going in with that one. Go over top of it, and with some excess, I just kind of go on my nose and sort of highlight that. And last but not least, the e.l.f. one. So I have 3 highlighters on most days, and I don't really mind it. So I do this some days. Probably like half of the week I do eyeshadow and half I don't, but I'm just going to show you anyways because I do this more often than things that I don't do. So this is the Tarte Tease palette, and some days I just do like some days I just do these 2 shades, and then other days I do the crease. But I'm just going to show you what I usually do. So I take an angled brush like this, and I just put that on like so. Do that. This is Heartbreaker. And then on my eyelid, I just go in with Whisper and Wink, which are these 2 shades right here. And that just sort of evens out my, I don't know, my eyelids. It doesn't really give me any color or anything, but yeah. Next, I take this eyelash curler and I just curl my eyelashes. And then I use this mascara and I just coat my eyelashes. Then, usually I do this when I'm doing my brows, but I kind of forgot. I just take this eyebrow pencil and I just use the wax from it, and I just kind of set my eyebrows in place with the wax. Some days I use this, and then some days I use my brow gel. Just kind of switch back and forth. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine. I wear this to school, when I'm going to town, anywhere. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video.